Welcome to Detour 2020, produced by You Define Wellness. I'm Denise O'Malley, and I'm the founder of our company. Detour 2020, it's a free online webinar because we've all taken a detour in life, haven't we, in the last week or two? And what we want to do is deliver information to help you cope with the unprecedented time that we live in with COVID-19. Topics will be ranging from how to support your immune system, relationships, stress, and more. Our guest speaker today will be Crawford of The Joy of Being Well, and we're going to be talking today about chakra balancing to support your immune system. Let me be clear that our purpose is not to provide medical advice, but rather to help or support you during this time. It is your job as the viewer to evaluate the information we discuss and determine if it is appropriate to you. And we encourage you to consult with any healthcare providers before changing or adding any thoughts we discuss today. I myself have no medical training. I am a reformed insurance agent and one who has had to find my own path to healthy living. My role here is to be a conduit of information presenting to you people that I know. Now, I'm delighted to introduce you to Mary Crawford. Mary, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Denise. I'm excited to share some information here.
You know, we've been talking a lot about how to support your immune system within these Detour 2020 videos we've been doing, but we haven't had any that we've talked about the chakras. And I know that's going to be your focus today. So where would you like to start?
Well, let me just start by explaining a quick little visual of what the chakras are. Chakras were discovered centuries ago as energy systems in the body that seem to affect all the working parts of our body. And I'll go through what each chakra affects. But if you think of your spine as being like the piston and it's surrounded by gears at each chakra level, and the gears have spokes that come out, and those spokes are connected to the organs and the glands at that level. And the energy has to be running smoothly all up and down the spine through all of those energy systems for your body to be functioning at its best. So that's just a really simple visual. Imagine those big gears, those big wheels that are moving out to all the organs and the glands. And what happens is we get gunked up. That energy system gets gunked up with bad news, energy vibrations. Everything is energy. All energy has a vibration, and those vibrations talk to the cells in our body. When we're holding on to them, they're communicating with the cells in our body. And so you want to make sure that the communication you're sending to your cells is one of a higher vibration. I don't know what's going on with the light here.
You've got a lot of energy evidently going on in your office there.
Sunlight is just going, woo. Anyway, so you've got this. It's my angels agreeing with everything. So you've got this energy that you want to keep clean. And I've had people say, you know, you really need to clean your chakras like you're taking a shower every day. Because if they're gunked up and stuck and not spinning the way they should, they're getting stuck. They need a little oil. They need to be cleaned and balanced. They all need to be balanced in harmony with each other so they're working together. So if you just have that visual in your head of this piston, your spine, these wheels, these gears that are connected to all the important parts of your body, keeping the energy flowing, moving smoothly, clean and clear. And so I'm going to give you a few little things that help with keeping that clean and clearness going. So let's start with the root chakra. And the root chakra is what you're sitting on right now. It's at the very base of your spine. I'm also going to show you a stone or crystal that works with every chakra. And this is can you see this okay?
I can see it. It's beautiful.
This is a red calcite.
Okay.
Because the color of the root chakra is red. And red calcite brings in an energy of detoxing, of easing fear, and increasing stability. So your root chakra is all about your connection to your body, your connection to the earth, really being here in your human body, really grounded. really appreciating everything about having this beautiful body that you have. On the organ and gland level, the root chakra is connected to the uterus, the prostate, the bladder, the colon, the tailbone, the legs, and the feet. So if you're having trouble in any of those areas, look to your root chakra and just, send it some love. I do a whole clearing energy process as one of the processes in my work. And we go through each chakra and clear it and cleanse it. And I record that for you so that you have it. Okay. So root chakra, color red, the lower part of your body, keeping it clear, keeping you grounded.
Okay.
Your second chakra is called the sacral chakra, and it's below the navel. And it includes the ovaries, the testes, the large intestine, the spleen, the kidneys, and the adrenal glands. And it is the color orange. So I have here some orange malachite.
Ooh.
Malachite, really, really interesting stone.
Yeah.
And orange malachite is cool because it actually helps with cramps. So if you're a woman and you've got some of that going on, what if just either placing these on the body or holding them, carrying them, what if it could just help with that? It also helps to balance mood. So we know that when our hormones are out of balance, our sacral chakra may be out of balance, and this is men and women, hormones, ovaries and testes, out of balance. It's your sacral chakra talking to you and saying, something's not right here, we need to clear some energy. And also boost your immune system when your sacral chakra is working well. Okay. Because you're dealing with the spleen, and the spleen is very much attached to immune function. Okay.
Isn't that the one organ that for years they didn't really know what it did?
Right.
Yeah.
And they would take it out. They would take it out on a whim.
Right.
You know? Oh, well, you don't need that. Let's get rid of it. Kind of like what they did with tonsils, which are also very involved with the immune system. So, yep. Now we know.
Okay.
So then we get to the solar plexus. And the solar plexus is below the rib cage. It's that center part of your body. I'm going to go back a little bit because I didn't tell you the sacral chakra. One of the coolest things about the sacral chakra, that the sex organs and all of that, is that it's all about creation and joy and fun, sensuality, sexuality, but creating, like if you're writing a book, if you're creating a piece of art, in my case, I make jewelry. If my sacral chakra is blocked, it's really hard to attract things into my life. It's really hard to find joy. And I find what's so interesting is that when I take time to work on my jewelry and really get lost in that energy of creating something that's beautiful, that I love, all of a sudden my phone will start ringing for my business.
Isn't that amazing?
It happens every single time. And I've had it happen with my clients as well. You need to have your sacral chakra open. So whatever you're doing, whether you're dancing or singing or playing an instrument or making a piece of art or something that feels creative and fun to you, it really helps to open up your sacral chakra, which is going to help with so many other parts of your body. So then we get to the solar plexus, which is that middle section below the rib cage. And the solar plexus is your power center. And it's a beautiful sunlight yellow color. But one of the stones that works with the solar plexus is yellow citron.
Okay.
And this is a power stone. Yellow citron is about success and manifestation and increasing and holding on to money. So
I think we all need a little piece of that right now.
A little piece of yellow citron, yeah. The solar plexus, like I said, is your power center. The other cool thing about the chakras, cool or not cool, but it's important to know, is that anything that's blocked up here is going to push down anything below it and keep that blocked as well. So it's important to have the whole system open and clear so that all of it can be expressed and out there the way you want it to be. And so if your power center is running great, but your throat is blocked, it can cause problems in your power center, in your solar plexus. And the solar plexus is connected to the pancreas and the stomach and the small intestine and blood sugar and digestion. So think about if your power, people who have all these issues in their stomach, especially the upper belly, it's probably because they have all of this power that has no place to go. All of these great ideas and things they want to manifest in their life, and all these, they want to be a teacher, they want to be a healer, they want to get out there and make tons of money for people, but they're getting these stomach problems. What if you could clear your solar plexus and have all of that ease?
Oh, wonderful idea.
It's just a possibility, but this is what I'm hearing from people. So I'm not saying that's going to happen for you, but it could.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So then we move to the heart.
Mm.
And heart has a couple of colors. It mostly is associated with green.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular stone is green phrenite.
Huh,
And
never heard of that. Okay.
Yeah, green phrenite. Some people call it green jade, but it's actually different than green jade. It links the heart and the solar plexus together. And that's basically, if you think of the solar plexus as your drive, it's a very masculine energy, and the heart is the feminine, the what do you want? You put those two together and you've got power. Green phrenite also brings peace and joy and gets rid of worry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the other color for the heart is pink. And so we have some beautiful rose quartz here.
I have not heard that that the heart has more than one color.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever heard this. Okay.
Yeah. And pink brings in the feminine energy of where the green is more the masculine, the divine
Mm-hmm.
masculine, and the pink is the divine feminine. The pink is all about that nurturing, receiving, loving, just unfolding, feeling that energy of a big hug.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas green is like power and, healing energy, but putting your heart out there and being really big. Okay, so you put the two together, and then you come up with this stone, which is not probably the best example. Well, there's some good colors in there. This is called ruby and zozite.
Oh, wow.
It has the pink and the green together.
Right.
One of my favorite stones, ruby and zozite, increases inner and outer development, awakens the true self, in joyful engagement in life, healing, and an increase in life force. How about that?
Wow.
So, yeah. So the heart chakra is about your thymus gland, really important for immune system.
Mm-hmm.
Your lungs, your heart, and your lymph glands
Mm-hmm.
are all associated with the heart chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the lymph glands are also extremely important in keeping your body healthy.
So I'm already hearing that there's more than one chakra that helps with the immune system. So I'm going to be really interested in coming back to this when we've gone through all the different chakras.
Okay. Oh, and turquoise. Okay, we're getting to the throat chakra now. That's turquoise. Throat chakra color is a beautiful, I like to call it like a Caribbean blue, or just that lighter blue. It's also been associated with a darker blue, like this one. But the throat chakra is so important because it's all about being able to speak your truth. So many of the people that I work with have been healers in past lives and, lost their throat chakra.
Yeah.
Either physically or because they were imprisoned for speaking their truth or whatever. And even in this lifetime, how many generations has that energy been passed down of children should be seen and not heard, or who do you think you are, and don't speak up, and
yes,
our throat chakras have been so suppressed.
Yeah.
And this is the lifetime where you are ready to open up and open your throat chakra. It's really good to wear turquoise around your neck because turquoise dispels negativity. It restores confidence to speak and express your thoughts effectively. And the throat chakra also affects, well, of course, the thyroid, which is right here, the parathyroid, and everything in your neck, your ears, and the atlas, which is so important, of course, at the top of your spine. So all of that is affected by the throat chakra being open and clear and running smoothly and bringing in that beautiful blue light. Okay? How are we doing on time?
We're fine.
Okay. Then we get to the brow chakra. This is my favorite stone. There's a story behind this stone.
Yeah. And before you get to the story, what did you call this chakra?
The brow.
Oh, the brow. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sixth chakra, the brow chakra, your third eye chakra. It affects the pineal gland and your eyes and your automatic nervous system. Okay. Really important to have your brow chakra open. Take the blinders off and be able to know what you know and tap into your intuition and all of your higher knowing. This particular stone is called azurite. It awakens spiritual connection, intuition, and vision. And there's a really cool story. I was actually in a rock shop, and I'd spent like 2 hours there already. And so the woman and I were talking a lot, and suddenly she just stopped and said, I think there's a rock in the back that wants to come to you. And so she went into the back room and came back with this stone and handed it to me. And the coolest thing about it is that it fits in my hand perfectly.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's always been there, or like it's been there before, maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
It's just so interesting. So this is the stone that I often am holding on to when I am working with clients and doing my energy work, because it does open up your intuition, your third eye, connecting you to your angels, guides, all of that. So the brow chakra, I mean, your pineal gland is so important for keeping you aware and awake and knowing what's really going on in the world. And finally, we get to the crown chakra. Beautiful little amethyst stone. Crown thought chakra is pituitary and hypothalamus glands. They are the top of your glandular system, regulating homeostasis, regulating all of the other glands down below them. If these are not working well, then everything down below, your thyroid, your adrenals, everything are affected. So it's really important to keep the pituitary and the hypothalamus glands open and active and clean and clear. And amethyst has this really high vibration. It purifies your aura, connects you to your source, and also sets up a protective shield around you. So these are just stones that you can, some people carry little small stones in a pouch and just carry them in a pocket or around their neck. You can have them on your desk. You can have them with you. But the thing is to tap into that awareness that you have these chakras and allow energy to come in and cleanse them, clear them, and heal them so that your whole system is working well.
So let's talk about that for the newbie here. When you say allow them to come in, so are you saying get into a relaxed meditative state and visualize this energy coming into that particular chakra?
What I like to do, like I said, I do a whole clearing on this. It's about 45-minute long clearing. But just a really quick version of that would be to put your awareness, say, on your root chakra and visualize the color red. Just see a really bright red color coming into your root chakra, and then visualize that root chakra spinning faster and faster and faster, and imagining the centrifugal force of that spinning away all the dark gunk that might be there stuck into it, spinning away anything that doesn't serve you, any energy that in your root is about money and security and safety as well, really connecting to the earth.
Yeah.
Being here and safe to be in a body right now. And so any fear and doubt that you're holding on to is not serving you at all. So you want to spin that away, bring in that bright red color, seeing you get really vibrant, really strong, seeing you spin really fast, and then moving up to the next one and doing the same thing.
Oh, that sounds like it's easy enough to do.
That's something that you could do to really get started. Yeah.
Now, if somebody is having a particular area where they're wanting to really open it up, let's say the heart, is it helpful for them to go and get one of these stones and maybe lay it on their chest while they're doing a meditation? Do you recommend anything like that?
Okay. Yes. Yes and no.
Okay.
The caveat is that the stone by itself is not going to do a whole lot unless there's intention behind it.
Okay.
Okay, you got to tell the stone what to do. Okay, talk to your stones, ask your stones to bring in the energy that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that whether it's a deep green stone like malachite, or whether it's the pink rose quartz, you're asking and you're visualizing and you're seeing that energy coming to you, and the stone is like a conductor,
Mm-hmm.
just amplifying that energy and bringing it to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I often recommend that people wear turquoise around their throat to open up
Mm-hmm.
the throat chakra, because every time you look in the mirror, you're going to see that turquoise and you're going to think, oh yeah, that's opening up my throat chakra. That's helping my throat chakra be open. And I don't need to hold on to all those doubts and fears.
Mm-hmm. And there's a whole wisdom about stones that, as you mentioned at the very beginning, this is ancient knowledge and beliefs. And I was just recently led to, a friend of mine also makes jewelry, as you do, and I saw her post something about a blue jasper. And as soon as I saw this stone, it was like, that's mine. I have to have it. And I'm not wearing it today, or any jewelry for that matter today, but it has properties about it that I was just led to. And so it's learning about the different stones, and as well, it's not just one particular stone that fits each one of those categories.
There's so much online for that.
Yeah, I know.
This is a little book that I use.
Yeah.
So, and there's a great big version of this as well. But there's pictures and descriptions of every stone. So it's really great to have a little book like that if you really want to dive into it. There are people who teach classes about crystals. But if you open up your mind and open up your heart, the stones talk to you.
Yeah.
They really do. Like you say, that stone called to you.
Yeah.
When I'm working on a piece of jewelry, it will sometimes take me 4 or 5 tries before I figure out what those stones want to be. Like I'll be putting something together and say, oh, I really like that. I'll put it all together, and it's like something's not working. It's just not jiving, and take it all apart and start over. And then I finally reach the point where, yes, this is what they want to look like. This is what they want to be together. So yeah, they really do talk to you.
I've had something interesting happen over the past couple of years or so, ever since I stepped into my path and started living the life that I'm supposed to be living. And that I will be in a store and I'll see a mala necklace or a mala bracelet, and it's not my style. It doesn't even have to be mala. There was one I bid on in an auction, and it was definitely not my style. And at some point in time in the future, I was called to buy it. And at some point in the future, it's like I heard this little voice in my head saying, you know, that necklace or that bracelet that you never really liked, well, you bought it for this person over here, and you're to give it to them. So I've been giving away a lot of jewelry
Oh my gosh.
in the last couple of years. But it's been, I'm understanding what you're saying. And I have to tell you, it's a very odd feeling for me to be agreeing with you on some of this stuff, because I was corporate USA for so many years and not open. I didn't have my mind open to, is this even a possibility? And I just would have thought it was all wackadoodle. But I'm understanding exactly what you're saying, and I definitely honor it. But it's also important, I think, as you're starting down this path, to be working with someone who understands it, a mentor in it, as a guide through it. And that's exactly what you're doing to help people when they're saying, hey, I know something's out of whack. You can help them understand what their body is saying to them.
Yeah. And like I said, one of my favorite processes is to do that chakra clearing, because I record it for people and they can listen to it every day. If they want to have just a quick, a chakra bath, where they're starting to feel out of sorts, and okay, I think I'll listen to that chakra clearing and everything is clear again. And then I also teach the dowsing method, which people can use to do their own work. I really am about empowering people to learn how to do this themselves.
And I'm glad that there are those teachers out there. for those who are just finding out about this world and stepping into it, to know that there are others who are giving back by sharing their knowledge and skills and experience. So one question I have for you is, when you're doing these chakra clearings and helping guide people through it, do they have to physically be with you?
Not physically, no. Everything's over the phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you're
Yeah.
able to help people out and help lead them to, you need to go buy this stone, or you may have the stones that you're able to
Yeah.
provide and sell to them.
Yes, I've been doing this remote work for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, there's only the bars process do I actually do in person. Everything else is remote. So
It's fantastic.
yeah,
So,
everything is energy, and energy doesn't have any limits.
so can I ask you a question about the beginning of you going down this path? Um, was it something you always knew that you were going to do, or was it one day you woke up and said, I need to learn more about this, and you started down the path? I mean, how did Mary get to be Mary?
Well, Mary was raised in a very religious background, you
Mm-hmm.
know. When everybody else was doing their stuff, I was talking to Mary and angels, and you know, like, and I thought everybody else was doing that too. But I actually have a degree in special ed. I went that route first, and until I had my second child, and found out that I just didn't want to do the teaching anymore. There was
Mm-hmm.
too many incongruencies in the whole teaching industry, and I came across. I've actually always been what they call Mother Mary or Dr. Mom
Mm-hmm.
to my whole family. I'm the oldest of 8 kids, and all my sisters and my parents even would come to me and say, "Well, I don't want to go to the doctor. What should I do?" Or not that you don't want to go to the doctor, but you know, what can I do to stay healthy? What can I do to feel better? And I studied herbology. I studied crystals and stones, and acupuncture, acupressure, so many different things like that. And it led me to a doctor who was doing this energy work, and this was about 25 years ago. And she started working with me and said that I should be doing it as well. And I thought, you know, I'm a teacher. I'm in sales. You know what? And so I started exploring it and found out that I could talk to bodies and they would tell me what they wanted. And that kind of changed everything, from me just guessing, you know, well, this worked for Susie, maybe it'll work for you too,
Mm-hmm.
to tapping into somebody's energy and saying, this is what your body really wants. And so that kind of evolved over. I've been certified in lots of different, you know, practices, and till I'm here today.
Awesome. So what more would you like to add on this video? What did you want to talk about that we have not talked about yet?
How long do you have? Okay, so as I tap into somebody's energy, like I said, their bodies talk to me. I use dowsing, I use muscle testing, I help people learn how to do those things as well. But I really, everybody's different. I don't do a lot of big group classes because I work with the individual person, because everybody is so different and has different needs, and it feels like that's my niche. So if you've got something going on, and it's, whether it's been there a week or 10 years, what if we could dive in and find out what's really behind it, and just talk to your body and see what it really wants.
Amazing.
You know, that's what we do.
So while you were doing that and sharing that update with us, I pulled up your website because I want to share it with everyone right now. So here we go. So this is your website, correct?
Yes.
Make sure I've got the right
That's
ones.
That's it.
The Joy of Being Well. And so for those who are watching this video, if you want to learn more about the work that Mary is doing, I really encourage you to go to her website and take a look at the services that she offers, the classes that she's doing. I know you're doing a class just tomorrow on dowsings. Obviously, if you're watching this video on YouTube, Today is March 27th, 2020, so you probably missed it. But go to her website and take a look at the other classes that she has and the services. And as she said, she can work with you over the phone and internet. So don't worry about where it is that, where's Mary's office? Her office is right where you are. So make sure
Right.
you reach out for that. And there's information on here as to how to reach out to her and contact her. And then while you're over the internet, I'm going to invite you to go over to our website. It's youdefinewellness.com. That's youdefinewellness.com. There are a ton of resources on here, from a healthy living library with more than 100 of videos that we've done just like this one, to our products for the Healthy Living Savings Card, and wellness education topics and speakers. And you're welcome to go over to the provider directory and peruse it. We have hundreds of providers out there. So if you're looking for someone to help support you on your wellness path, we have someone who can help you without any doubt. And with that being said, last opportunity to say something.
Oh, just remember how powerful you are.
Oh, I
There's
love that.
nobody there's nothing on this planet that can really hurt you. You are a divine, infinite being and super powerful.
That's
So,
fantastic. So thank you, Mary, for doing
you're
this with
welcome.
me today. This has been a delight. I've learned a lot myself. And for those watching on YouTube or our website, wherever you happen to find this video, thank you for joining in as well. And please take advantage of the other resources that we have for you, because there's a bunch of great stuff out there. And with that being said, we look forward to seeing all of you on another video.